Hello everyone and welcome back to Therapy Tube, where we talk about everything from current events to things happening in your neighborhood. Today I'm your host Bob and we're coming from our studio headquarters as always in Chicago. I hope you are having a great day. Today is the 5th installment of the Holiday Fun Week. It is Friday and today we're talking about the history of people exchanging gifts and why people exchange gifts. If you do enjoy this podcast, please drop a like. And if you want to hear more from Therapy Tube, please subscribe and keep up to date with our channel because we post things that happen, current events, and everything happening to your neighborhood, as we say. And like I said, today, to follow our Christmas theme, we're doing why people exchange gifts. Now, this dates back to way back then. I mean, like, before your great-grandpa was born, okay? This dates back to Jesus' birth. And that is really what, depending on your religion, but that's really what Christmas is mounted around. Jesus' birth and that day of glory for the earth, and, that's what religion was, and now it's been changed into not changed, but it's been developed into a holiday. And there's many myths and stories behind it, but this is Jesus' birth. So when Jesus was born in a stable, in an inn, because they couldn't find an inn, so they were in a little tiny stable. And Jesus was born. Okay. I think it was 12 days after Christmas. I'm not quite sure on that. Don't check me on that. The three kings came along, and they were like worshippers of God, and he sent down Jesus. And they brought three gifts, and those gifts were frankincense, gold, and myrrh. These gifts were like meant to honor Jesus, who was baby Jesus, who was just born from the Virgin Mary. And these gifts were really to welcome into this world. And just to worship you and pay your respect to you and, like I said, welcome him into the world. And as long as this seems ago, this was thousands and thousands and long time ago. People do still celebrate with, and they kind of developed it, but they celebrate with the same main tradition and tradition of giving gifts. So in most countries, now I'm going to talk about how some countries do it. In most countries, most if not all countries, they do wrap their presents and lay them under a Christmas tree for the kids to open on Christmas Day. And here in the U.S. and most of the U.K., United Kingdom, we put up stockings above the fireplace, and those are where you get not your big gifts, not your Xbox or your PlayStation or your bike. They don't go in the stocking. Those are just like little gifts. I don't know what some people get. I know my kids they get toothbrushes. They get some little Beanie Babies gift cards. Whatever stuff for their accessories for their phone and whatnot. You get your little small stuff there. So like I said, here in the U.S. and the U.K., we hang them up usually above the fireplace, sometimes on the doors, closet doors, walls, whatever. But a fun fact that I didn't know, across most of Europe and in France, they put shoes under their tree. I found this pretty different and kind of interesting because I really never thought of that. They get their gifts under the tree and they have to put their shoes under the tree. So Saint Nicholas or Santa will come to their house and he'll put little things in their shoes as they put them in our stockings, and he'll still put the presents under the tree. It's the same concept really, and it's the same thing revolving around. All the gifts are revolving around. Not the gifts are revolving around. The tradition of giving gifts revolve around when the three kings came to Jesus. So most people across the country, we open our gifts on Christmas Day, okay? But some people across Europe and in some places, I know, I think France does it, Holland does it, a couple countries do it, they get their gifts early as the December 5th, the eve of December 5th. or 6, when Saint Nicholas comes down and you put your shoes out front again, which is a big thing in Europe. You put your shoes out front there, and they get their gifts then. But most people, we open up our gifts on Christmas Day, and it's just a tradition that's been celebrated for thousands of years, and it dates back to the Three Kings. If you don't want to, if you don't want to call it the story, the tradition of the Three Kings coming and dropping off frankincense, gold, and myrrh to celebrate the birth of Christ. Yeah, that's really as simple as that. That's the traditions, and that's how presents from people and from things. That's how it got to be. If you enjoyed this podcast of TherapyTube, make sure you drop a like, and if you want to hear more, please subscribe and keep up to date with our channel. This is Bob, signing out of TherapyTube. Have a great day from our headquarters in Chicago. This is Bob signing out. Have a great day. This is TherapyTube Radio. Bye-bye.